Welcome to the Smoke Podcast. All right, y'all, welcome to another episode of the Smoke Podcast. Man, it's March.
It is March.
This damn weather is bipolar ass. One day it's cold, next day it's hot, then it's raining.
This is die weather. This is like you sitting in there, you shaking and shit. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's wrong with you. You don't know if you got COVID.
No, I know I ain't got that. I just didn't want to turn my heat on.
Chicken pox. You don't know what the hell you got now.
Oh, you not already turned the heat off?
Yeah.
You know, we got a few more days.
Yeah, because I had to turn it back on.
We got a few more days.
Well,
I can guarantee.
People
listen.
came in and was like, man, it's cold as hell in here. Really?
Yeah, it was.
Of course, I had a jacket on.
Oh, you talking about really?
I'm like, really?
Really? I don't feel a
I
thing.
don't feel nothing.
So,
What's been
Kimberly,
up?
let me be the first to say Happy Women's
Thank you.
It's Women's Month,
Month.
right?
It's a whole month, but
the
today
day is the day.
is the International Woman's
Yeah.
Day.
So when is Men's Month?
Shit, we
Do we even have one?
we get Father's Day. That's about it.
Hey, did you see? I read this article that Father's Day. You know what's celebrated more than Father's Day?
What?
Everything.
420?
Everything.
Everything.
Columbus Day is celebrated
Oh,
more than Father's Day.
Hey.
Isn't that some shit?
Ain't no love in the
Ain't no
heart of the
love in
city.
the heart of the city, boy.
Aw,
None.
y'all don't even sound sad.
We don't.
about
Hey,
it.
we don't get. We get a. I mean, we
It
get a
is
half
what
a
it
day.
is. It is. What
You see like when Mother's Day come about a month before Mother's Day. Everybody's doing Mother's Day.
Walgreens started putting flowers in the
Man,
stove.
They got all
Not the
kinds.
stove.
They got
Yeah.
a Mother's Day menu. They got all kinds of stuff.
well,
Father's
y'all
Day
don't
run.
like going out.
Father's Day run
The
around.
lies you tell. I love going out.
The
I love
majority
going
y'all
out.
do not like doing nothing. So they
You know why?
It
because
equals-
You still gonna end up
typically,
paying.
typically you spending your own money.
Oh,
it equals,
come on, baby. Let me
it
take you
equals
out.
the effort you put in. So you ain't putting no effort in, you can't get no day.
What the hell?
I'm just saying.
Father's
That's why
Day,
your
hey,
day so clucked up.
Father's Day, you can get a reservation anywhere.
Right. That's the way it's supposed to be. I'm
Really?
just saying. It's a
Mother's
80-20,
Day, boy, you can't
80-20.
find shit in the stores. You can't
That's
find.
right.
They out of wine. They out of flowers.
That's right.
They out of everything.
Chocolates.
Everything.
Chocolates, yeah, everything. Sherry's berries pop back up.
Well, sorry. You
Not
be
on
okay.
Father's Day, boy. We
Matter
get
of fact, are you barbecuing on Father's Day? I'm just messing.
If he want to eat.
yeah, if I want to eat.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
Wow. No. I don't know when.
We got like 4 months before we get to Father's Day.
I'm just trying to help y'all start now.
We got
Hey,
Easter. We got
We got all the important shit before Father's Day comes.
yeah.
When
we-
is Father's Day again?
in June. Like around Juneteenth.
But I know you know when Mother's Day is first weekend.
Yeah, the first, because it's the same. Baby,
Father's Day is the
Father's Day
same too.
Is
It's the same week.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna do my daddy like that.
Somebody else did.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, come on now. You know I'm right, Kim.
I mean, however you feel about it.
It's not how I
can't
feel
dis-
about it. Is am I right or not?
Whichever one you prefer on your day. So when your day come, I'm gonna agree with you on that day, okay?
I get. What you want to do for Father's Day?
Uh-huh.
I say on Mother's Day. What did I do for you? I don't know. It's a surprise. Surprise me then.
Well, you know.
Well, I will say my wife, she typically does a decent job.
Yeah.
Around those-
Mine do too. I'm just talking
Yeah.
shit.
Happy belated
Yeah.
birthday to the beautiful Angela.
Yes,
Yeah, you did it
we
up,
had-
man. What?
Thank y'all. We
But I
had a
tell you
good
what,
time.
man, that you got that shrimp down pat, man.
Man, just let me come sit on the patio.
Man, boy.
With the heat turned
You
on.
got the heat turned on. You had good vibes.
You ain't even gotta give me nothing to drink. I'm gonna bring my own.
You broke out the good stuff.
He
Oh,
did.
man. We had some Pierre Frion. Oh, what? That was the
10-year-old.
10-year.
Ooh.
That jump was so good.
Well, what was my old fashioned made with?
It wasn't made with that.
I know.
I never.
Well, I don't like
I wonder,
Pierre.
could you make a? I mean, I'm sure you could make an
you can
old
make it. You
fashioned
can make it
with
with tequila. You can make it with that.
You can make it
it
with
might
that.
be the bomb, man.
Man.
Tequila.
But then it's gonna, cause see that
I don't know about
it's
that.
already got a little sweet taste on it already.
It might be some stuff you don't have to put in it.
Give me the basketball and I'll try it. I don't want to try it on my expenses.
Try what on your? What you want me to do? What now?
Buy a bottle of Pierre Ferrand.
That's okay. I don't want none.
You can do it for. Listen,
Do it for
next
Father's
week
Day.
is International Men's Month,
Okay.
so you can do it for me and Fabian. We men.
Okay.
Is it really?
No.
See, he don't
Oh,
even, see, that's
I'm
the
sure it's
problem.
a
I don't
day.
even know when y'all day or month is.
Hell, did they just come up with Women's Month?
No. Well, they always had the International Day. I think this is the first time that it became like
A
on
month.
the calendar.
I mean, and then the funny thing is that they just started talking about it's International Women's Month. When did that happen?
It don't matter. Just keep up.
And then, then the
bundle
funny
it.
thing is right after
Valentine's. Yeah.
And you still celebrating us. Look at that. Isn't
Well,
that
y'all
a
got it
beautiful
made,
thing?
boy. Y'all
they
got Christmas.
Christmas? That's everybody holiday.
It's y'all. Like I said, y'all got Christmas.
No, start at the beginning of the year. We're gonna start off. They're gonna have the King's holiday.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. King.
That's everybody holiday.
Yeah, but y'all somehow seem to take over the
Lies
holiday.
and garbage.
take
What
over
else you
all
got?
holidays.
What else
Then,
you got?
then you
Valentine's
got
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Not a takeover. If you want to participate, we understand. If you don't,
And then
Cool.
it's
got-
always somebody's birthday. One of the
right?
months.
My birthday is not until
Yeah,
September.
but then you got Easter where they got to get a new
Easter,
dress.
new dress,
I
yeah.
gotta
Don't
get
do
my,
that no
my
more.
bonnet.
Shit.
Yes, they do.
Shit.
Okay.
Who do that?
Then a little bit further down the line, we
Mother's
got
Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, I ain't no mother, but
And then
happy
we
Mother's Day.
got what's the one where they get to wear the hats and dress up in tea and all that
Brunch.
stuff? Yeah.
Brunch is always a holiday.
Listen, that's
Yeah.
all I want to do. Listen, that's all. You can take me brunch, I'll be happy.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. A good brunch.
Keith, I called Keith and let him know that he ain't got to
She
get no
may
more
not-
than
she may
coach.
not make me. She may not want to be putting that information out there like that.
Hey, he ain't got
gotta
to
look at you hard.
He ain't got to get no more of them coach cigar holders and stuff. Just take her to brunch.
Don't
she
try
can
to
declare it.
listen.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
try
hate.
to disparage.
I'm not gonna hate. Where
Don't
is
try
it?
to disparage.
Where is it anyway?
Don't worry about it. Don't try to
I
disparage.
mean, no, I'm just saying it's tight. Where is it? You just have it up on the thing.
It's right here. Don't worry.
Look at it.
Look at Vanna Black back there.
Don't try to disparage. Just,
We're not trying to do any of that.
Right.
We just just jokes.
these just jokes. So what y'all think about Chris Rock special? Did y'all watch it yet?
So here's my issue.
I know this is so off topic.
No, but I like that. I went to see Chris Rock and
Same
Here.
and Chappelle
Here.
and them here. Pretty much, he told the same jokes that he told when he was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the same thing. Like
He
so-
elaborated a little bit.
Yeah,
on
so I told Angie, I said, "Oh, babe, Chris Rock, he's gonna come out. He gonna go on and do this.
He gonna
I
kill
said,
it.
we're gonna turn the TV up loud like we at the concert." And the first joke was the same one we had already heard. I was like,
But no, when he started talking about Will Smith, he took
He
it to
did.
another
He
level.
he
took
did.
it to another
No.
level. He didn't say the same thing.
him was hurt.
So what he said here, he had tampered it down.
He tempered
Yeah.
it down,
Okay.
and then when he doing the special, he elaborated on everything. I
Right.
guess
He was just a little upset. He seemed a little
Him was
hot.
coming from a place of hurt.
Right.
He was
hurt
hurt.
people.
But it was. I mean, it kind of made sense.
Which part?
All of it.
Yeah, and he didn't lie.
He didn't
He didn't make it up. He didn't
You
make.
think he made it up?
The only problem that I've ever had with Chris Rock is that I feel like, and I know people are not going to agree with this, is coming from a black female.
No, it's your truth.
It really is. I feel like he really ain't there for us. I feel like every opportunity that he has to kind of.
Are you saying this because of what he said about
Well, I
Jada?
feel like, okay, so yes, part of that is because I feel like at the end of the day, you ended on a joke that you said in front of a lot of people, that you said you weren't going to fight in front of the Palm Side people.
right.
But you did exactly that. You did exactly what you said you weren't doing.
Well, I my take is, being an artist that he is, he saw an opportunity.
I'm not discounting that.
what I saw.
My issue is at the same when he said he does not forgive Will Smith. everybody should be able to be forgiven. Everybody.
And I would say this, what you said. I agree and I disagree. I think I agree that everybody needs to be forgiven, but I'm still that 1% of people that think that the whole thing was still staged.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So I don't think that a grown man would want to be slapped on stage for.
Okay.
Just period. I don't know. I just can't see it.
To your point, Kimberly, then either Will walked up and didn't slap him hard enough, because if you're gonna walk up there and do that, knock his ass down. Let him.
Well,
that's what it looked like. To me, it looked like a Hollywood slap.
Well, so if he had fisted him, he would have been arrested for sure, right?
Well, slapping is the same thing.
But
I mean, because you know, in the reality industry, you know how they love throwing drinks on each other.
Well, maybe
if
he
it's
thought
water,
it was
it's not an assault.
Well, here's the thing: is it a BA slap? Then would it be considered that because he was up there talking about his wife like that?
Yeah.
But if I still believe if Will wanted to,
he could have.
He could have slapped the shit out of his. I mean, he could have.
Yeah, he could have
one
gave
hit
it.
a quitter.
But to be that enraged to do that, don't you think he would have done it?
Yep. If it was real, yeah.
If it was real,
or I don't know. Some of it I don't know about. But
you know what? You know
part.
what? The interesting thing.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question. Since you said you felt like it was staged, what did Will Smith garner from that?
He didn't garner anything.
So why would he have needed to have done that? I mean,
it was for that moment. He did that for his wife for that moment.
I think it's a lot of things. I think it's a lot of things.
Okay.
And this is the conspiracy theorist on my end.
Okay.
Well, this has been the most talked about Oscars, right?
Oh, this one that they just where he slapped him.
Also, it was all black produced.
Okay.
It was,
and keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Ryan Coogler produced it, so let's keep that in mind.
It wasn't him. It was Will Packer.
Yeah, Will Packer.
I'm sorry. Let's keep that in mind.
So you got all of these things that happened during this Oscars. What has been the story? The Oscars is white. Oscars is white, and then all of a sudden
we let y'all do it and see what happens.
But it's the most memorable Oscars we've had in a long damn time.
We let y'all come out here.
And this has been almost a year ago, and we're still talking about this shit.
Okay.
Chris Rock is still making money on this shit.
Okay.
If you say it didn't do much for Will's career, think about what it did to Jada's. Everybody want to watch her little red box shit now.
Who?
Everybody but Kimberly.
Everybody but Kimberly.
You feel like she gained?
I feel like she gained because they want to hear her perspective on it.
Oh, okay.
Did she even address it though?
Really?
I don't know.
I don't think she did, but I don't know. I just felt like
I just think it was a lot of things.
In that, the reason why I'm saying because everybody knew how important this was for the whole show being produced by black people. I just can't see Will saying, "Chuck it for that." Alone, I'm gonna go up here and smack Chris Rock.
Well, only reason I think that because once the Oscars is over, after a couple of days, people don't forget about that shit.
Well, that's my point. So Will got
this shit that was talked about for months afterwards.
Yes, but Will lost.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
I think so.
And I think we should take a break.
I'm sorry.
we can have a spirited discussion during the break.
I know.
And we got a special guest.
Nuggets. We're sorry.
We got a good ass cigar. We got some decent whiskey, American whiskey.
Yeah,
so
from Colorado.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And then it says American whiskey on the
American,
top.
Yeah. Well, whiskey is pretty much made in America.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean,
they could have saved some money off the
American. Yeah, they could have not. They just said whiskey.
It's like you getting all of this.
Yep. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break, and we will be back to the Smoke Podcast.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Smoke Podcast.
Welcome back. Kimberly, what's wrong with you?
Nothing.
I think she had too much to drink.
She been drinking.
She been drinking.
Don't be putting it on the radio. My mama listening. No, I'm just playing.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
All right. What are you gonna say, Ike?
Who is our guest?
Yes,
Let's just move right.
to the chase.
Hey, you know what? Have y'all noticed an uptick in crime in Memphis?
No.
It's not a funny subject, but crime has been a really big issue, not just in Memphis, all over the country. And we just been facing it a lot here lately, and you know, kids
Carjacking and car
stealing and shooting.
Like,
it's like a video.
Like 2 or 3 people.
It's like a video game. It's like a
Yeah.
video game. It's like a video game. But anyway, we got Darrell. Darrell, what's going on, man?
Darrell Williams.
How y'all doing?
Darrell is in our public safety department, I guess what you call it. What do you do, Darrell?
So I'm a director of juvenile facilities. So what we do is we take over contracts that exist with the state already, and we help provide services for those contracts.
What kind of services?
Almost like detention, but of course, everybody have got away from the detention aspect, so it's more, therapeutic these days.
Mentorship and stuff like that.
Not more mention, more therapy, clinical
Yeah,
base.
they got more space because
Right.
I did the tour of the new places opening up down there by Tall Trees, where Tall Trees used to be on Lamar. They building a new juvenile detention. It's through Shelby County because the sheriff's department is one that let us in, and they talked about before they had a computer class that they only had one computer. Now now they got a bigger facility, which they got more a bigger computer lab. More opportunities for classrooms as opposed to just staying in your I'm gonna call it your room. Now they got basketball in the middle of the place, so they got stuff that will hopefully rehabilitate these young people as opposed to just warehousing them. And I think that's what Darrell was saying, that they help with stuff like that, right?
Correct.
Now, how long you been doing it, Darrell?
Oh, I've been doing this about 15 years, man. It's been my second stint in the state of Tennessee. Of course, from Arkansas, started there, and was just blessed and afforded the first chance I got was in Nashville, and then kind of migrated back this way.
Now, what you say? Are you from Arkansas?
Yes, sir.
What? Oh, you proud? What part of Arkansas?
Gould, Arkansas. man.
Gould, Arkansas.
Gould.
I got folks down in Gould, Arkansas.
You got everybody in Arkansas.
I know. It's right next to Star City. Shout out Star City.
Not the star.
I was waiting on Darrell to either confirm that was the case.
Hey, absolutely. It's not big. It's not too big. So
I know
everybody
it's not
know
too
each
big.
other.
I knew Fabian knew, but I was.
It's down by Pine Bluff. It's down by Pine Bluff. If you know anything about Arkansas, you got Little Rock, Pine Bluff, and then Gould, Grady, Dumas, Star City area.
Isaac, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So
I think for me, growing up, my first learning about Little Rock was banging in
banging in the rock.
banging in the rock. I mean, that came out and nobody expected small town. Little Rock was.
Little Rock is the capital. It's not
I know,
a small
but
town.
still,
Yeah, it's small town.
did you expect Crips and the way they were doing it out there?
But yeah, because
Because they've been out there recording the snowfall.
I've been in Pine Bluff, and you start to hear those things about Arkansas,
Right.
and Pine Bluff and Little Rock, and then it trickles down to the smaller counties,
Right.
Because those guys they're running from something,
Right.
And so they
go out there to the
they
family.
they go to a
Makes
family
sense.
and stay there. So Darrell, tell us about Arkansas, growing up in Arkansas, man.
Like you say, very rural. Man, everybody know one another, so you had that close family knit. So it was just taking advantage of your chances. When they was afforded to you. But I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm a country boy, and I'm always be a country boy.
So what do you think about our juveniles? What's going on with them?
I don't know if we have time for it. But,
Just give us the top 5, Darrell. Just give us the top 5.
I don't know. We just got to have some consistency, whatever that may be. So it's just going to have to be an even playing scale. And just my personal opinion, it just got to be a better classification.
Explain.
When I say classification, I think we give juveniles too many rights sometimes. And every crime should dictate.
I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's all on the same playing field, no matter what
To me, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're going to stay in until you basically age out, which is 18.
Or else complete the program.
Yeah, or complete the program.
Oh, okay.
So who would come to you? Who would you be in charge to house?
All juvenile justice kids, so all kids that's court adjudicated that come through the state of Tennessee.
Oh wow.
So what kind of crimes have they done, or what have they done?
Everything.
They range. So like you say, you got your aggravateds, you got your it can be simple truancies too much or some counties. That's why I say it need to be some consistency, because what's for Shelby County is not as opposed to the other side of Knoxville or the kids that gravitate towards this way.
Gotcha.
If that makes
It's
sense.
a discrepancy even within Tennessee.
I think so. Very much so.
Okay.
Much so.
Yeah, because you were in Nashville for a little bit, and then so what did you see that could have been the difference between what you had to deal with in Nashville and what you
Versus
had to
Memphis.
deal with in Memphis?
To me, Nashville was more political. So in Memphis, you get a little more leeway as far as to run programming.
Gotcha.
Is different, but as a whole, it's still dealing with. I mean, you're still dealing with the same laws. So all that's pretty much the same.
Wow.
So the biggest difference is just definitely a different type of kids though. You can definitely tell a difference normally between a kid from Nashville as opposed to Memphis or someone else.
Yeah. I think one of the things too. I think the chamber, the Memphis Greater Memphis Chamber, they have juvenile crime is in there now. It's gotten their attention, so now they want to talk about it. And as a matter of fact, that's who I was shooting pictures for. Was for the Chamber of Commerce, and that's the deal. Because they recognize that if you don't do something with these kids when they're before they get older, I mean, we're gonna be in. Ooh, I can't. You can't.
Well, if they already, you're saying that the aggravation and all. Do you think that the things that are in place is what needs to be in place? You have better ideas, something like is it when you said it was political? Is that the issue too, that you can't get some of the better ideas implemented?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Like I say, it's more of a case by case basis.
Okay.
To me, but we just gotta conform it. I mean, we just gotta have identity and just keep it on that level. So the state of Tennessee does like 4 different levels now of classification of how they classify their juveniles according to when they placed in programming.
Okay.
So, like I say, you can end up with a kid with aggravated, but then this kid in the same facility as a kid with truancy.
Right.
So
And they shouldn't even be nowhere close to each other.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But, of course,
Well, that
America
makes
and
sense.
society tell us otherwise.
And what you saying, and I'm just asking, that the majority of the young men that you guys get into the program came from a single parent family, or are you got kids that came from a mom and a dad and they still ended up doing whatever? I
can't just answer that question truthfully, but most definitely, you can see the upbringing or some of the challenges you face with, trying to get certain kids to program that, but when you dig into a case-by-case basis, like I say, it's nothing defined that, that I can say with that, but, more than likely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's crazy.
Wow. I mean,
so the kid with truancy and the one with aggravated whatever, they just get treated the same. Like you don't.
You can complete the same level 3 programming.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow, you're right. That is that,
Like
I'm
just here for truancy.
And the biggest thing is the recommitments, where I think now you got people at the Memphis Chamber of Commerce and different things are taking notice because it's the same kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And well, it's hitting them in the pocket. Mm-hmm. It is. Listen, if you don't feel safe venturing around the city, going to the different events and stuff,
you stay at home.
Then you stay at home, which means you're not spending your money.
Right. You don't feel safe at home. You move.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's a lot of things like that.
Because I know when we initially moved into this building here, you would see 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, you see young people walking, just like walking the streets, and they would be walking heading towards Beale Street. Or just anywhere. Just walking around, just hanging out. And, for me, when the lights came on, it was time to come in the house, period.
To come in the house.
And these kids, I mean, I don't know if they're not, obviously they're not taught, or mom's at work, dad's is not in the picture. So the kids are raising themselves. So they hanging out with their friends and
the other kids
and the gangs
and adults.
adults.
So you have a lot of that, and
And what's the name of your program again?
Youth Opportunities Investment.
Okay.
Well, maybe when we get us a new mayor, we can solve some of these damn problems.
That's all the problems.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you see facing just the inner city youth in Memphis for that? for that matter.
You know, I used to do mentoring, and I mentored some kids at in Fraser. And I think one of the things is I had a young man. He was real good. We had a real good program, and then I showed up, and he was gone. Because that's one of the problems is that the people are constantly moving. The kids, you know, they get accustomed to a system, and then bam, mama had to move.
Or something as simple as
kids like structure. I think people don't understand that kids like structure.
And here's the other part, because I've done the same thing, you know, bringing some kids in, trying to show them the business and all that. It's always good for a couple of weeks, and then they don't have a ride. They can't get to where they're going.
That's an interesting point you brought up, because, you know, a lot of times you do face a kid, you know, can complete a program and possibly get on track, but now you got to go back to the same environment.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in the environment, you will 9 times out of 10 lose to the environment.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm giving that 1% a person.
It's just tough because you don't have it. Like he said, I just remember my mom always used to say it has to be structure and consistency. Like, you can't let up, and you can't just think that kids don't need that, because at the end of the day, where they gonna get it from?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So Darrell, what do you do for fun, man?
Like he's smoking drinks.
Yeah,
drinking, man.
You deal with kids all day. You gotta come home and do
we're gonna
something.
pour you another shot.
You deal with these kids down there.
I'm a laid back person, man. I don't do too much, man. Have a couple drinks every now and then. Play a little poker or something.
Play a little poker.
Other than that, that's
What do you think of that cigar?
It's pretty nice, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Really do.
And we I know we scared you when we initially opened that whiskey, but it actually turned out.
It turned out pretty good.
It turned out pretty good.
They trying to convince
That
themselves.
10 cup.
It turned out pretty good.
No, 10
He
cup is
put
pretty
lime in his. What's in yours?
Mine's Coke.
Coke.
It's not bad.
It's an American whiskey.
I'm just saying, normally y'all be straight with the ice or whatever.
So let me tell y'all about this whiskey. Is of course made in Colorado. Made from a blend
good
of,
water.
Of
spring
corn,
water.
rye, and malt, cut with pure Rocky Mountain water. It's aged in American white oak barrels to produce a bold and spicy flavor with notes of pepper, but balanced with sweeter notes from bourbon. And I did. That's when, you know, when you smelled it, it smelled like it was just going to peel the paint off. But then when you drank it, it wasn't that. Yeah, it was actually pretty smooth.
It was smooth.
Yeah. So whoever gave that to you, Fabian,
Did you?
they did a good job.
They did a good job.
They did a decent
great job.
Yeah.
Miss drinking wine down there.
I know. I just can't do it today.
And you know, and I wanted to match this with, since this is Women's Month.
Women's Day too. Hey.
Oh, it's Women's Day too.
Today International Women's Day.
Oh, okay. What is it gonna be? Just National Women's Day?
It's gonna be
tomorrow?
Kimberly's month. You know, all that old good stuff.
I chose Long Live the Queen.
It is Long Live the Queen is a truly outstanding blend featuring a Cameroon wrapper. It is the perfect complement to Long Live the King. It is a cigar that is incredibly full in flavor with a good amount of spice, yet refined and balanced. Made in the Dominican Republic, Long Live the Queen is rolled at the El Mastro factory.
Whoa.
A small factory owned by William Ventura. It's a four-country blend blend consisting of a reddish-brown Cameroon cover leaf, a binder grown in Indonesia, and a mix of Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers.
Whoa.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up
what
right
notes?
there.
What does it say? What notes we should be tasting?
It doesn't say on here. It just said it says it's a medium. Do you feel like it's a medium?
I do feel
I
like
do.
it's a
I feel
medium.
like it's a medium.
It almost could be a light.
Yeah.
it almost could be a light. But I do.
I don't
feel it's
taste
a
the
medium.
pepper.
It says it's supposed to be a little spicy.
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
taste the spice.
Yeah, I don't
and I'm a
taste that
spice guy.
Okay, well they didn't give the notes per se. That was
It's
it.
a great cigar. It's a good
It's
smoke.
even smoked cigar. It really is.
It's all right. It's pretty decent.
The interesting thing that you said, they also make Long Live the King.
Long live the king.
And you know how we were talking about how, the difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day?
Shut up.
You want to know the difference between Long Live the King and Long Live the Queen?
I'm sure the King was probably way more expensive.
Cheaper.
Cheap? What?
It
Oh.
was $3 cheaper.
Long live the king was cheaper.
Long Live the King was cheaper.
I mean,
Damn, we get it
know.
all over. We get it on Mother's Day, Father's Day.
I think
And
y'all feel some type of way.
we get the shaft on Valentine's
Shaft?
Day. On Valentine's Day.
That's
we
not
get-
true.
Let me ask a question.
What?
I
Did
do
you get anything for Valentine's?
Yes, he did.
I got a but
See?
it didn't come close. What you got gave for
What you
Valentine's Day.
So
You didn't ask me.
I'm gonna go ahead and just throw myself under the bus.
So
You ain't getting nothing.
So me and my wife, I buy stuff for her all the damn time.
That's what you're
It don't,
supposed
it
to do.
all
don't
the
matter.
time.
It don't
It don't
matter.
matter.
So
It don't matter.
Valentine's Day, I got her a card because
Boo.
I'm
I'm
listen.
just playing.
I'm knowing we gonna do some stuff. We gonna do some stuff. So when I left out the house and I didn't give her no flowers, I got the little kiss on the cheek. When I came back home and I still didn't have no flowers, I got the complete silent treatment for that whole night. Now I cooked dinner, lobster tails and steak and all that.
Did it all up.
You did it.
It didn't make a difference.
Them
'Cause
flowers.
I
So
didn't
did
get
she
them-
ever say anything to you?
Oh yeah, finally.
Of course she did.
Yeah, so I'm in the bed. I'm like, oh well, I get ready to go to sleep. And she said, "Why didn't I get any flowers? You know, that's all. You know, I don't ask for much." I'm like, "What?" So yeah,
So you should have gave her flowers instead of cooked dinner.
I guess. But
I'm just asking.
what my wife always says whenever I thought, well, you know, we got to eat. Like tonight,
That ain't shit.
I get done. She like, you didn't bring nothing. You know, we got to eat. So
Right.
you know.
Right.
So anyway,
I
yeah,
mean,
y'all women.
You'll be okay.
I bet you got some good stuff for
I
Valentine's.
did. I'm a nice person.
You done convinced yourself of that shit, huh?
And you know what, Kimberly? If you don't believe it, ain't nobody else gonna believe it.
Yeah, nobody else gonna believe it.
Yeah.
See, Darrell, you see what we deal with here?
Yeah.
See what we deal with.
At least it's honest though.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm a nice person, so yes, I'm not gonna complain. Now, I took my picture with my flowers. I think that's all she wanted to do.
It was funny back in the day. Randy, my partner Randy, he would come over. I mean, we would be sitting there, and he'd have some of his friends come over. And Randy's whole thing about Valentine's Day, I ain't getting a woman no damn flowers because all I'm doing is getting flowers for her friends. I'd rather get your ass a set of ties. And
Wow.
it's funny.
That's interesting.
The younger the woman is, they want the roses. The older they are, they appreciate them damn tires because the tires now what a set of 4
Tomato.
Okay, so
800 to 80.
hold on. That was the one joke that Chris Rock was right on point.
Yes.
I want to clear that up.
No, ain't no
Chris
clearing it
Rock,
up.
let me
Wait a
tell you
minute.
something.
No, wait a minute.
Ain't no 50-year-old woman sitting around needing no Christian Louboutins at this age.
That's not the point.
On roof.
The point he said that why he would rather date them younger girls is because what they desire. He's like the old
But
ladies. You come over there.
Make sure I understand
Woo.
this. You rather
My roof
invest
need replacing.
$3,000 in some shoes than $3,000 on my roof. I just don't get it.
The roof ain't $3,000 for one
How
thing.
you know
And
my
them
roof
shoes ain't no $3,000.
How you know my roof ain't $3,000?
Because my roof was what 10.
That's your roof.
and your house about to say.
That's your roof.
You done lost your mind.
Anyway,
You done lost your mind.
Chris, I'm with you on
with
that,
you.
bro.
I'm
with
not
you.
in agreement with
100%.
that. I'm not in
So
agreement
you rather have the
with
shoes?
No, I
Than the
want
roof?
that roof fixed.
Okay, that's what he's saying then.
But I'm saying the priorities are different. That's all I'm
that's
saying.
what-
Hold
But
on,
you know, here's
hold
the
on.
other
Here you
part.
go. Here you go. Bring. Hey, babe, I'm up here at the car place. Can you come up here and get me? Yeah, I'll be up there and get you right now. You get up there. The guy, he finally come out. Yeah, ma'am, it's gonna be $892. And then she look at you like,
What you
so what you got on this?
got? And you like, bitch, I thought you just needed a ride.
I need a ride. I didn't know you need to bring some damn money up here.
Different strokes for different folks.
Leave it at
Hey,
that.
we got Kimberly speechless on
We
that
got
one.
us-
No,
Pieces over
different
there.
strokes for different folks.
Hey, older woman, you know, my granddaughter needs some help with her
Granddaughter?
tuition. Like what?
Whatever. I hate this narrative. All we want to do is go to brunch.
That young girl, she's like, Daddy, I need
Daddy.
$200 for
She
my
should be calling her
night
daddy
bill.
for real at that age. Not calling something anyway.
Hey, you heard what Judge Joe Brown said, Daddy.
Anyway,
Woo, yes. All right, y'all. Let's
We're
take
gonna
a
take a
damn
quick
break.
break. We're gonna come back with more Darrell and
He gonna give us
we'll
his
be
socials.
right back.
Cool. All right. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the smoke.
Hey, you know I gotta tell y'all this. This is it's not funny. It's just small town living. Darrell is actually my cousin that I met 2 years ago. A year ago.
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago. On my father's side.
You know,
Really?
when he said
first
he was from Arkansas, I started to try to connect it, but I like, I'm gonna leave that
Tell
alone.
about the foreheads. Huh?
Right. And Fabian love having his family on the show. So welcome.
Didn't your sister host when I was in
when you went incarcerated?
incarcerated.
Yes.
He was on jury duty.
on jury? I was
doing
like,
his
what?
civic
He
duty.
keep trying to make us believe
For
that
4 days.
they just, get your money together, get you a backup lawyer.
So you know what? We finally at my favorite part of the show. I know y'all don't necessarily like for me to get a smoke to people, but I'm ready for this one today.
Ready? Go ahead.
Yeah,
What
so-
you got?
Boy, it's something about people in Florida, isn't it?
You know, the Breakfast Club, they give Florida the what is
Florida
it?
and Brooklyn and
jackass, yeah, all the time. But today, this was before Charlamagne and grabbed it. Hopefully, we gonna give it to this lady in Florida. It says a Florida lady was arrested on suspicion of drug possession, and she told the police that the cocaine must have blown into her handbag by the wind.
So did it blow into a baggie, wrap itself up, and then just sit down?
If it fell from the rooftop, it fell from the rooftop and hit her purse.
You know what it sounds like? You know how I don't know if y'all ever listened to Joel Osteen. He start all his
Love
stuff up with a joke.
A joke,
It sounds like one of them jokes.
yeah.
Well, first of all, I feel
because
like
you listen to her, I can hear her saying. She said, "I don't know anything about that cocaine."
right.
I mean,
She said it was a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse.
Right.
I give her an A for creativity. Though.
I'm giving her A for that lady need to be let go. It's the creativity for me.
The creativity is
I'm here
great.
for it.
So when they got pulled over, she got pulled over because they smelled cannabis in the car. Police searched the car and found that cocaine was also inside the handbag of Miss Posey. That was her name.
What
I asked is, was it just residue
Right.
or baggies?
I feel like you should cop to the weed charge
She
and
did.
then
She said.
just keep saying.
It said Miss Posey admitted that the marijuana was hers, but denied knowing anything about
I'm
the
here for
cocaine.
that. Keep rolling with that one. Keep rolling with that one.
Keep rolling. I mean,
they might-
nobody's gonna buy it unless Kimberly's on the jury.
Well, hey, Florida.
I mean, I think I'd buy it too, though.
I'm here for it.
I think it's.
It's National Women's
that's some
Month. Let
creative
that lady
shit.
go.
That's some creative shit.
Well, see,
right there.
hopefully that they don't let y'all decide that what kind of sentence. Hopefully they sentencing out the book. The judge is
Hey,
just.
coming from a guy
Sometimes
that's
you
been on
need.
jury.
Sometimes you need that extra
And
because
then
people
it-
don't be looking deep enough.
Yeah, and then it depends on how her story is. She might have a really good story.
Right.
You know the big trial that's been going on. The dude, the South Carolina lawyer that did all that stuff.
The murder man.
Yeah, the murder. So, finally at the end of the trial, the judge got to speak. And that was the funniest thing I ever seen. The judge was like, he said, "Do you want to, say anything?" And he got up and he said that, again, he pleaded that he didn't do it.
Wow.
And then the judge was like, "Well, maybe it wasn't you. It was the you on drugs."
Right.
And he was. Hey, that dude was doing a lot of opioids. He's lucky to still be alive.
Right.
Wow.
Shoot. So yeah,
Because he really does believe he didn't do it.
he
really believes it that he didn't
He
do
really
all
believe
that.
he didn't do
really
it.
does.
Wow.
Have you looked at his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he is white. So.
I mean, I'm not just saying because the skin texture and all of that. I'm saying his whole eyes. They just look blank to me.
It's like, don't you believe me?
Like, I just can't believe this is happening.
Yeah. Y'all questioning me? Shit.
I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer.
I'm a man.
Anyway, Darrell,
So
you
Darrell,
give us your
you do
socials.
social media. Yeah, thank you, Kimberly.
Must segue
Not
back
at
over here to
all.
Darrell.
No social
You
media.
don't do social media? You
Just
on
to be
Facebook?
nosy, man.
You on Facebook?
So you one of them lurkers. You
Yeah.
got one, but you probably ain't got no posts.
I ain't got the time, man. I ain't.
Oh. Well, does your business have a website?
Yeah, well, the company has
Okay.
a website. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You probably don't want to share no pictures with them, though.
Can't share them, man.
hey, tell us. I mean, because I know some great success stories that have come out of there.
Yeah, give us one. Give us one good success story. Let's end
One
on a
good
positive
success
note.
story.
Since they tried to come for the cocaine lady.
Man, I mean, you hear them, they can be a little bit sporadic at times, but, just, hearing a youth that been able to bounce back, whether it's join the military or just to get that call from a youth and say, hey, Mr. Williams, I'm, this is what I'm doing now. That's, it's a case-by-case basis for me. So it ain't always just what you achieve. It's just what you have overcome. Right. More of me. So, they happen. They can be a little more sporadic sometimes. But
you want that number higher than that.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. We all do.
We all do.
Right.
Yeah. Stop robbing these people.
You see that I was watching this video. It says, guy steals 6 Hellcats.
I saw that.
You saw that? They just
$600,000. They got this app that you can put on your phone on a cheap Android phone. You can put the app on your phone and you can get this little wireless Bluetooth transmitter, and you can crank a car up.
Oh
wow!
Is it certain cars or?
Most of the cars with the push buttons, they can steal BMWs. Because I didn't realize that when your fob is always broadcasting a signal. So matter of fact, because I was watching a video and the guy said if you hang your keys, don't hang them near the door because they can scan. With the little device, they can scan. Pick up your fob and basically push your car and crank it and take off with it.
That's what that lady said on TikTok happened to her. And she said luckily that the car alarm started going off, but you could see on the ring that the person had gone to the door to try to scan it, and then that's how she was like, well, if you steal it, that's okay. But that's why they say don't put it near the door. Because they can put the little scanner up there and then start the car. Like he said, they try to push it off first.
What is happening? Because Ike, you just got a new one. Does yours have a GPS on it?
And it's got the cell phone. It's got the cameras. If you touch my car, it recorded you now. I mean,
Say what now? I ain't got no fancy enough car for all this.
and the good thing too is if you remotely start my car. You get in the car and don't have the key fob,
it's gonna cut.
It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna cut off.
Yeah, it says key fob not in car.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is what it is. That's why I got insurance.
And at the end of the day, that's what matters because everybody remember, at least our age, remember Menace to Society. When dude ain't going out like this, go out like that.
Go out.
Hey,
you can have it.
You can have this, man.
Right.
Just call me.
Get
my cell phone.
I just ask you to make mine disappear. Don't
bring it back.
Don't just steal the tire.
Hey, make it worth my insurance.
Exactly. I got the gap and everything. So I get a whole brand new car. So if y'all steal my car, just make it disappear. Don't just steal the wheels off of it.
Just burn it.
Yes. Take the motor out.
Do it justice.
Yeah,
do it justice.
All right, man. This is a great show. Darrell, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you for coming on the show and hanging out with us. And I think that whiskey was okay.
It was. Pleasant taste.
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all, Smoke Fam, please follow us on YouTube, on all your podcasting streaming networks.
Instagram,
Facebook, all
TikTok.
that. Don't just watch, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Share.
Even better, share. All right, y'all, until we smoke again, we will holla.
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.